afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
My question is for when you guys were talking about secret government bases like Area 51. We always hear Area 51 all the time, or right, Patterson, but not enough about the Dulce base in New Mexico. I would like to hear your guys' take on that.
Sure. Dulce has got a lot of stuff going on. They've got some of these, what most people think is like this new phenomenon, the strange earth noises. They've had the Dulce hum, which has been going on and off for a long time. And it is kind of like one of those places where the rumors just are rampant. It is a hotspot for UFO sightings, but when they talk about what they're doing underground, that's one place I have not gone yet, and I would like to visit it. But you're right, there are kind of these obscure bases that are not ingrained in the UFO history that we don't know much about, but they do play a part.
Yeah, I think the reason that one comes up is because of the subterranean questions that get brought up, that the blueprints are incomplete and that it's much larger underground. And you're talking about HARP, right? The earth noises that people are hearing? Or?
Well, yeah, I mean, but they're kind of, the HARP is sort of involved in some of the conspiracy theories, but also they're legitimate cities and towns who have dedicated like councils to investigate this stuff. And Dulce is one of them, I think, that has really looked into it.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and I think that more work needs to be done into it, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm going to phrase this very badly because I'm a little nervous.
Join the club.
So, my question is just kind of a general, what really scares you the most when you're doing these things? Is it stuff like, for Josh, like the Island of Dolls where you see these freaky dolls all over the place? Or is it like Paranormal where you're actually for sure 100% at risk? You know, it's like, which is scarier to you? The possibility or the
Right.
actual
For me, the possibility is always scary when we do the cryptid stories because I generally believe that the people that we interview have seen something. Now, what they have seen is, I think, usually not a monster, but they have seen something. So for me, I don't like the water episodes very much. It's always like some murky, right? It's almost never like clear water. It's like I got some murky, chunky water. And I generally believe that the 15 people that were on the shore and said they saw something huge in the water, saw something huge in the water. And it might be a snake, it might be a crocodile, but I don't typically like those.
Yeah.
Those are my least favorite cases.
Do you guys have like...
Marriage.
I'll walk you through it, man. It's not that
I would second what Josh said. When we were in Racetown Lake, we went, dry suit diving, and the network was like, well, are they certified? We're like, no. Okay, so we went up to Hollywood Hills in some guy's pool for a day, and we learned how to use a dry suit, and then we're put in 43-degree water, 3-foot visibility, completely black, and it feels like someone put a garbage bag over your head and threw you in there because we've got these intercom masks on. And then you're thinking, this would not be a good time to find out the lake monster is real. So those are some of the real scary times.
Yeah, I think, whenever you go out, especially on the cryptid episodes where we're out in the middle of Mother Nature,
We deal with a lot of people that are having, problems in their home. And whether those problems are psychological or supernatural, it doesn't matter. But what scares me is when literally they won't have their kids come over. I mean, they can't sleep at night. But then we find, and then we come in, but then we find out that they're having their kids do investigations there because they see it on TV, and they have their kids coming around dowsing rods, things like that. So those are the things that scare me, because whether it's supernatural or not, you're creating, an environment for yourself psychologically where you're going to be terrified.
And kids need to be kids. They need to grow up without having those fears.
Exactly. So that scares the crap out of me. The second being when we're investigating locations, we've had a couple of times where people have actually shown up, and we don't know who they are, homeless people and stuff like that. So that scares me too. But
are you against homeless?
No, that sounded terrible. I love homeless people.
I know the story. I know the stories you're referring. Every track.
Yeah. No, but it can be dangerous because you get, crazy people in some of these places. So.
Yeah. Oh, we gave the 1 minute sign already. I think he's cutting us off. So yeah, the ring.
All right, one more quickie. Here we go.
Hey, hi guys.
Hiya.
Hi. All right, one more question. So, there'll be. Will you be? Are you guys still going to be at your booth?
We'll be at our booth.
Awesome.
Yes, after this work.
1625.
Yep.
Ben's gonna be, and-
Ben's at 1625,
Yes.
right? And then Jason and Ryder and I are over in the signing area. And if anyone didn't get their question answered, come down, come say hi to us. We're also signing photos and selling books.
Yeah, and if you leave right after this, I think all of us have websites. Most of them are just our names, right? Yeah, just Google. You know how to use Google. Just look at our websites. We do have like sign up lists if you want to keep updated on where we're at, and Twitter and stuff like that is easy to find us. But we let it come out. Okay, what's your grand question?
Also, question. I'll try to make it quick and make it good for the last one. Piggybacking a little bit on something that you said, Jason. There are a plethora of paranormal TV shows out now. It seems like every time you turn on TV, there's another new show with a paranormal theme. Some of them are really good and responsible, like yours. Some of them are a little bit less so. Given the sort of abundance now, do you think paranormal TV shows have become more of a blessing or a curse to the paranormal investigation community?
Josh, take this question.
I don't know. I'm a little bit more in the sort of, I sort of see, TV is TV. I think
Right.
it happens with every genre, right? I think that television has been great for the paranormal. It remains really popular. There's a reason there's so many shows. There's so many shows because a lot of these shows have done really well, and that's a sign that something's working. I do think there's a real saturation in the market, and I think that there is a decline actually right now in paranormal programming. It might not feel that way yet, but it feels like they're ordering less and less of it around town, and I think that's because it's become a little too saturated. And I think it needs a bit of a reinvention. I think that the next wave of paranormal shows will probably have a different spin on them. I don't know. I think that I think on the level it's been good for the paranormal community. I think there's a huge interest in the topic, and I think that even though not every show necessarily treats the paranormal with the same amount of respect, maybe is the word. I think on the whole, it's been good for the paranormal community.
Yeah, it's removed the stigma a lot, like ghost hunters, and if nothing else, it's made it so that people don't think everyone's out there doing seances and stuff like that. And you will see a change. Yeah, you will see a change in it. And a lot of these networks are afraid of the talking head shows where you're actually learning a ton and not just being, entertained like some of them,
Right.
So yeah, good question.
Yeah. Oh, we're out. Darn it.
Well, just to wrap things up, because I like a little scavenger hunt or whatever. All of my panelists up here were nice enough to sign some of these, and for those of you that are looking to get one, there's only a few. If you at 3 o'clock, if you go to Artist Alley and the number is 1243, maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones that gets one of these autographed pictures.
I'm glad it's at 3, not like right now.
You know what? Because it's not at 3, because he's actually, he's the Bigfoot, he has a Bigfoot comic book, check it out. And he's on a panel from 2 to 3, so maybe you should go to his panel after this. But go get one, battle it out, I don't know. And then tweet us and let us know who gets it, because there's only 9 of them available, so.
Let's give it up for Christiane and organizing. Servitude to be the Factor Pick representative, and also to Comikaze for having us here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. See you downstairs, guys. Thanks so much.
Please exit to the back.